Double back tuck. And well, she can put that one down to experience. She let the audience unnerve her. And that is something that she has to learn from. Right on the outside edge of the beam.
Julia Stratmann goes into second position, 37.699. And this is possibly what all the noise, applause and clapping was about. Jessica Andreasen, very difficult that for the youngster from Greece. But the home crowd really have warmed and cheered Jessica's competition from start to finish as she brings her evening to a close with her floor exercise.
Handspring full twisting front into punch front. And the whole of Stockholm will be celebrating the performance of this young lady, because they've been off the scene of international gymnastics for quite some time, especially in the top 24 in Europe. And one very excited Stockholm crowd. And isn't it great to have your hard work appreciated, even if you're not the very best there?
It's a 110 diameter stadium, and it's a 14,000 capacity, and it's nowhere near capacity filled for this all-around competition. But the stadium is ringing as if it were full to capacity for Jessica Andreasen. She's the sole Swedish performer this evening, and she really has done a very good job. She did so well until her third rotation, where she was almost on target for a top 10 finishing. She was 33rd in the European Championships 2 years ago in Nantes, France. She surely has bettered that. And as Monica Phelps, our resident expert here in the commentary box, has pointed out, there's nothing better than having your work cheered, applauded and respected by your home fans. Jessica Andreasen, if nothing else, has thoroughly enjoyed her work and has also kept the crowd thoroughly enjoying this championship. Corenzo of Greece goes into fourth position, 37.305. Eighth position for Andreasen, and even manages a Mexican wave from the crowd. With that result, surely that will be a PV for the Swedish #1. Well, the local support will die down a little now, because we move on to the ladies battling it out for the medals in this European Championship all-around competition. Lavinia Milicevic lying in sixth position after 3 rotations. Disaster in round 1, a fall on her landing from the asymmetric bar. She's produced the performances of her life to get back from 17th to 6th position. She needs one final magical apparatus, and she could claim a bronze medal. There will need to be mistakes from the girls above her.
But we've got to give it to Lavinia Milicevic that she's continued the competition with aggression and style. She's forgotten the error, and she's come back and fought all the way to the very end. Nice shape on the vault. plenty of aggression. Can't really judge its height and length, but certainly a good shape. And 10 tariff, so she stands to get in the high 9/8 for that.
2 volts for the women. Divided by 2 to find the aggregate scoring, and 9.837. Well, Milicevic has done everything right. She really would have been clearly ahead of the rest of the field for that mistake in round 1. But again, another good second vault will keep the pressure upon the 5 performers lying ahead of Lavinia Milicevic in this 4th and final round.
She needs to nail it to try and squeeze every 10th she can. Oh, a little bit too much power and having to step forward. But we know she's a brilliant vaulter. She could have even done a different second vault, but she'll probably save that for the individual apparatus, where let's hope she can come back and make up for today's disappointment and collect some gold medals from that. So she'll have to get her head down, sleep tonight, and forget about the disaster today and look forward to tomorrow. But it still could be Romania's day, because Gina Gogian,
first position, 38.724. And that is the target, which there are 5 other gymnasts who will need to better it. And one of those is Gina Gogian. She's leading after 3 rotations, first position she has been in since the start of this all-around European final. Gogian, second in the Europeans in '92, second in the Worlds in '93, has only ever claimed gold medals in individual apparatus, never in an all-around competition before today. Gina Gogian, with her last performance of the evening, a floor exercise, and an exercise that she certainly enjoys. Simply this for the European title of '94.
Gogian, a very, very fast gymnast, extremely nimble, handspring front walkout, full twisting front to end. Really eager not to make any mistakes, can't afford the careless foot faults that eat away at the 10ths. The end of the 3rd round, only 0.087 dividing the top 2 gymnasts. So it's such a close battle. Well, clean, all of the difficulty required, and I would suspect that will be good enough to keep her in 1st place. If we're taking routine by routine, for my money, not as elegant as the Russians, but certainly fast, gymnastic, and action-packed, plenty of difficulty. But it's going to be very close, Nick. We're just going to have to wait and see.
16-year-old from Focșani in Romania, coached by Octavian Belu, and the famous Romanian gymnastic school is known as Diva. And she's there. 39.411 is a very commanding lead. 9.837. And that really will put the pressure on the two Russian girls, who really are the only two performers in a position to deny Gina Gosian her first ever all-around gold medal. She's led throughout this